You said what?
I hope everything is good.
I hope so too. Okay. So Cardi B and Wiz Khalifa are beefing.
She what?
Cardi B and Wiz Khalifa are beefing.
For what?
Okay, so pretty much it has to do with the Grammys, right?
Uh,
And I guess somebody said something about it's interesting that Cardi won a Grammy and Nicki Minaj didn't win no Grammy and stuff like that. And Wiz Khalifa was like co-signed. I think he was like co-signed with the fan, or he said some shit, but it got
oh, Lord.
taken. I'm trying to pull it. It got taken out of context and stuff. He said, and I quote: "As a Grammy-nominated artist, I know how it feels. Niggas always think it's unfair until they get their turn. Just keep working, and that time will come through."
Man.
And so, next thing you know, it some fan pointed out about Cardi B winning a Grammy rather than Nicki Minaj, and then he said, and I quote, that most self-made artists have this problem. And I guess Cardi, and I guess Cardi and stuff like that is pretty much mad because Wiz is basically implying that she's not self-made and stuff like that, and so she pulled out her DMs and just pulled out her Wiz congratulating her on a Grammy or stuff like that, and that's what I've been hearing all day.
So Cardi have beef with Wiz Khalifa.
Yep. You
Why
already,
is Wiz Khalifa
you already hear
even
that.
putting his what? What is it? What? Why is it his business though?
You said what?
Why is it his business? Like, why does he care so much about? Like some of these people when they bring that shit on themselves. Like, why do you care about what Cardi is doing? She ain't worried about you. When was the last time he had a good album? I haven't heard a good Wiz Khalifa album in years.
Me neither.
You know, I want to say like the 20 was it 20 28 27 grams, and that was a mixtape. That's the last good thing I like him. I didn't like everything else like that. Rolling Papers too. I didn't like that. The Khalifa album. I didn't care for that. Like he hasn't dropped nothing worthy of enough for me to listen to in forever. And he's worried about Cardi B.
Hmm.
You know,
And
you
then
have your own issues with his baby mama, and he worried about her. I don't get that.
Azalea Banks got into it too.
Oh God, why? Why is everybody jumping in? What is why? What they really hate Cardi that much? Azalea Banks is jumping in everybody beef, yo. Like I don't
She,
understand these people.
Cause she needs to mind her own fucking business.
Are they like it's like they just famous for being trolls, and maybe I should start doing that on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right. I was just thinking the same thing because like it's like the hip hop game is full, which it's filled with fucking trolls and
I
stuff.
don't get it, yo. I mean, it's like why does Azalea Banks worrying about everybody else about her own career? Like worry
She
about your
needs
own career.
she needs to worry about her whack ass music. That's what she needs
You
to
know
worry.
what I mean? Your music is garbage. Like I don't know how much of an actress she thinks she is. I only seen her in like one movie.
She acts.
Yeah,
I
she's
never.
in the was it Love Beats and Rhymes with Jill Scott and Common and RZA directed it. That's on Netflix.
Oh, that movie. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
remember she played uh the girlfriend to Denzel's son is in that too, John Washington.
Oh, I never seen the
David.
movie. I just seen the trailer.
Yeah, John David Washington. He's in it because they play like she's in a group. It's like the Fugees, like it's him and her and another dude, and then they working on their demo. She ends up leaving to go solo, but she was like going to like college for like poetry class or something, and Jill Scott plays her teacher, and she had beef with Jill Scott in the movie. It was like a lot of shit going on in that film, but that's the only movie I've seen her acting in. And RZA directed that movie.
Yeah, that I figured it was direct.
Right. That was around the time she had the beef with Russell Crowe. Remember there was some beef she had with Russell Crowe.
She had beef with Russell Crowe.
Yeah, she had beef with Russell Crowe. She
For
had beef with
what?
Russell Crowe and RZA. RZA is friends with Russell Crowe, and it was like some beef going on. I forgot what happened, but it was some beef with Russell Crowe and her on Twitter, and RZA was like caught in the middle of that. So I'm like Russell Crowe and Azalea Banks. What the hell? What is wrong with these people? Is trolling a new way of being a star?
Shit.
Yeah.
That's a good question because it seems like with the hip hop game today, motherfuckers don't even rap no more. They just be trolls. They just talk crap about other rappers or talk crap about other MCs.
Exactly.
But at the same time, they're not dropping no music. And then when they finally drop their half-ass mixtape, it sounds like a compilation and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
I'm just like I said, I'm just tired of the fucking game because it seems like Takashi snitched. This motherfucker gets like a platinum song and shit like that. Doja Cat talks all this stuff about our people. She gets a fucking American Music Award and shit like that. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Exactly.
Meanwhile, J. Cole didn't win no awards and stuff. Nas never won no Grammy and stuff like that. This might be controversial, but I'm surprised Nicki Minaj didn't at least win one Grammy, in my opinion.
I thought she got one already.
She never had one.
Never
And all these copycat female rappers and stuff like that, they over here getting all the awards and stuff. So I'm looking at myself like, I'm not the biggest Nicki fan, but I'm just like,
okay, this happened in 2016 on TMZ. This was on TMZ. Russell Crowe had to toss her out of his hotel because she made some bloody threat to him, and RZA was there, and RZA witnessed the whole thing.
oh wow.
And there was some bizarre incident, and it was at the Beverly Hills Hotel, and like he invited her, like she was a guest at his hotel suite for dinner, and there was like she made fun of Russell Crowe's music selection. That's what happened. Like she was laughing out loud at the dinner party, and then she said something about he's a boring white man or some crazy shit like that. But this was on TMZ back in 2016.
Well, I would get mad about that shit too, and she coming to my fucking house making fun of my music and stuff like that. Like, I'm sorry, I don't listen to Migos all fucking day. I'm sorry.
She said you would love it if I broke my glass, stabbed you guys in the throat, and blood would squirt everywhere like some real Tarantino shit.
Oh my god.
And witnesses say that she dropped a few F-bombs. She dropped a few nigga bombs, but Russell Crowe was surprisingly calm during this whole tirade that she did. This is at his hotel suite. All this shit was going on, and RZA was there. So RZA still was working with her after that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So that's the beef with her and Russell Crowe. That's from 2016.
Wow. Like, not only do you make an ass out of yourself from the white people, you got white people over here thinking.
Exactly.
Y'all black women over here just acting out for no apparent reason.
It's crazy.
That's why I can't. Ever since I saw her in Wild 'N Out, that one episode Wild 'N Out, when she was just going,
and she got mad at Nick for that too.
Yeah, when she was going in on DC Young Fly, for no apparent reason. I just got over her.
Yeah,
I never even heard a song from Azealia Banks. In my opinion, I feel like it's the sound of whales dying. In my opinion, so I don't want to. Rayshawn, I wish you would say some shit about me. I wish she was watching this shit right now and stuff like that. I'm talking crap about a rapper. I might get famous the next day. Fuck it, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know if she raps anymore.
Yeah.
Azealia Banks sounds like a
she got mad for how you get mad. You know what Wild 'N Out is about. How you get mad when they're dissing you when they're doing that whole rhyme battle. She got mad over that. That doesn't make sense. You know on the show.
You know this crap they said about Kanye in his first Wild 'N Out performance. Kanye just went at them back. I'm sick and tired. That's the thing about this generation. This generation is too sensitive and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I remember when I was little, I got hassled out because I was African. I had a deep voice and stuff like that. And then once in a while, if somebody messed with me, I just whooped their ass. Like pretty much. I'm sorry. Like I'm part of it. You parents got to teach their kids how to fight.
Exactly.
Got to teach their kids how to fight.
Yeah.
I don't care about violence is not the answer. I don't care about violence because look, we in the age of school shootings. We in the age where black men are getting killed by the police for no apparent reason. Right. We in the age where people with different minorities get killed upon, get hassled, get attacked on just for the skin color, religion, or culture. We in the age because of that. And you mean to tell me all you have to do is turn the other cheek? Hell no.
Exactly.
If a motherfucker throw a brick at me, I'm beating his ass and stuff. I don't give a fuck.
They try to make everything so PG. I'm like, for what?
Exactly.
All the other shit that's going on in the world, now's not the time to be PG.
But it's okay for that Keith, whatever his name is, that little terrorist. It's okay for that boy to get bailed out and do all that crap in the protests and stuff like that. But you mean tell me I can't defend my fucking self against the police beat at me? Oh no. See, that's the thing about America with the KKK and stuff like that. See, motherfuckers over here trying to make us sensitive. They trying to demonize. They trying to minimize our intelligence and our our physicality and stuff like that. And what? Just to weaken our mind states and stuff. But it's okay for Rick Schroeder. Yes, the little boy from Silver Spoons bailed him out and stuff like that too. That little boy from Silver Spoons and shit.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, he bailed him out.
Wow.
Hell, I might not even want Silver Spoons no more. For shit. Hell, I don't give a fuck if that Kate girl is fine as fuck. Nah, fuck that. I might not even want Silver Spoons. Shit.
Wow. Ray Sean, Q, Cruz.
Yeah, we got a big crowd tonight.
Ronnie, Antoine, everybody, all of the usuals are in here.
Right. Shit, man. I'm just going in today and stuff, man. I'm just going in. But yeah, man. What do you mean by that comment, hypocrisy much? Are you talking about me or are you just talking about the media and stuff? Ray Sean. But yeah, man, it's just like I just can't stand society today and stuff like that. I really cannot stand society because we over here, we can't even defend ourselves, but it's okay for a motherfucker to get shot in front of his kids and stuff. It's okay for Sandra Bland to kill herself in prison. It's okay for that. It's okay for somebody to get shot with Skittles and iced tea, while meanwhile the motherfucker that killed the motherfucker that killed the little boy and stuff like that, he's over here signing autographs of Skittles and iced tea. What kind of world are we living in with that? I mean, we over here thinking that this is reality, but look, this is the reality we're living in, pretty much. I mean,
yep. You need to do that for your intro or your next project.
Fuck.
Just talk about all that shit.
Talk all that shit, man. Like, but yeah, man, shit. I'm gonna say a lot of that shit, but I want to say one more thing before I actually start the review and stuff like that, you know, because I'm hearing all of these artists with these Grammys and stuff like that talking about, oh, I was nominated for this, but I'm not nominated for that, or I'm not nominated. I'm like, shut the fuck up and just be grateful you're nominated. I'm sick and tired of these artists bitching and complaining about them not getting nominated for certain kind of categories and stuff. I'm sick and tired of that shit.
Yeah.
Like, there's other artists that never got a Grammy. Diana Ross never got a Grammy. Bob Marley never got a Grammy. Who else never got it? If I'm not mistaken, Tupac never got a Grammy. Biggie never got a Grammy. Shit like that. I can go on. Chuck Berry never got a Grammy. So I'm sick and tired of these artists talking about how they're not nominated for certain type of awards. Just be grateful you got 2 nominations and stuff like that, and just watch Beyonce get all the awards. Anyway, welcome to this Hip Hop Reviews. Thank y'all so much. Yes, I do like Kid and Play, Ronnie. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. And that was a little rant that I just did because I'm just sick and tired of the bullshit right now, and also just been a little drinking too. So that's why. I mean, part is the liquor. Part of me is just stuff that I've been wanting to say because I always write what I have to say most of the time. Sometimes if I go off the rim, I just do. But yeah, man. The album that we're going to talk about today is Fat Joe with his second album, Jealous One's Envy. This album was released in 1995 on Relativity Records. I am sorry about the condition on the album. The motherfucker I bought this from literally had it. He literally mailed it like with the booklet. The CD was inside the booklet,
right?
And the back case was just all over the place. So yeah, so I did not get it like this. And I had this since like 2013 too. Right. So yeah, this album was released in 95. Yeah, man, this is Fat Joe, his best album in my opinion.
Right.
I know a lot of people say Don Cartagena, but I'm gonna save my thoughts on that. Singles album is known for are Success, Envy, and the Shit Is Real remix. And then producer you have Diamond D, Domingo, LES, DJ Premier, and Joe Fatal. Guest appearances include Karis One, Doo Wop, Raekwon, Armageddon, Big Pun, King Keith Nutt, which this album was actually the first appearance of Big Pun and stuff like that too. So a little trivia for y'all. All right, so we already talked about who Fat Joe is, how we got into Fat Joe. So after the release of the Represent album, you know, he was getting a little popular and whatnot, and he actually got into a little beef, a little not like a huge beef, but a little side beef with like Master Ace around this time too, because it all happened like this. So Master Ace, he dropped the Slaughterhouse album in 1993, which is a very dope album from Master Ace Incorporated, excuse me. And a lot of East Coast cats, they weren't like really feeling the album because he was trying to pawn into the West Coast, even though the album itself was like a satire, kind of sort of like West Coast hip hop and stuff like that. And pretty much Fat Joe, he said some stuff. I think it was like either the Source or Rap Pages, one of the magazines. He said like he was just going after Master Ace, accusing him not really being a real graph writer or whatnot. And so Master Ace actually released his song called the Top 10 List, where he went in on
Fat Joe.
Fat Joe. He went in on Fat Joe a lot and stuff like that. So supposedly the two met up one night. I think it was in New York, and I think they talked about it and they squashed it. So, and it was also around this time too. It was also around this time too that Fat Joe was really like trying to like work on formulating like the Terror Squad and with Armageddon and of course Big Pun and stuff like that too, which is kind of crazy because I know a lot of people want to talk about how the first 2 or 3 Fat Joe albums, they just love that because of the fact that it was all DITC, because they felt like Fat Joe kind of shied away from that DITC like 2000s. But if you really look at the credits on this album and stuff, Diamond is pretty much only on 2 songs.
Yeah.
So he was kind of already trying to formulate his craft, around this time and stuff like that. He was always trying to have his own sound. So that's something that always interested me because, even though the first 3 Fat Joe albums are my favorite as well too, that's just I always have to peep game about, So this is the album booklet right here. Very dope album cover. You're gonna hear me mention a lot of Biggie in this review and stuff like that because I'm gonna be very controversial. But there's some songs I have to admit Fat Joe was kind of trying to go for that little bad boy sound, but I'm gonna save that. And even he admitted it on one track too. So yeah, I'm gonna save that because I know a lot of people want to say some shit, on the channel, but I don't give a fuck at this point.
Interesting.
So yeah. So this album has about 15 tracks. So let's get started. Track number 1, Bronx Tale, featuring KRS-One. Man, this is a very dope track in my opinion. This is like their best collaboration together because they collaborated over the years. I know a lot of people like the Automatic from the self-titled, which I do love, but this one with the Diamond D beat was just so dope, so menacing. KRS-One, he stole the show in the song and whatnot. Like just from the intro, motherfucker was just going in and stuff like that on the intro. I'm about to pull up the lyrics right now. Like Fat Joe, he definitely did his thing on this track too. But if this was even on a self-titled album, I would have definitely wouldn't have mind and stuff like that. One of my favorite lines he's ever said was, "Mercy, you want to serve me, but you ain't worthy. My style is too curvy. What you telling me? bet your flimsy ass will go home after the battle and fondle your balls with Careless One up in your memory. I know you're kind. You act like you're Mr. John Gotti the Dom, but you're just another Brody. Like he was just nasty. Like
Yep.
95 Careless One, man. Lyrically, that's probably my favorite year. Lyrically, he was just going in like that and stuff like that. And around this time too, he wasn't really as amped up as he was like in the earlier, like with the sex and violence and
Yeah.
Return of the Boom Bap, because he kind of toned it down a little bit for the self title. But this one was like a breath of fresh air in my opinion, because he just got back to that vintage Curious One. So yeah, very dope track, Bronx Tale.
I think it's a great collab with KRS and Fat Joe, and um, a perfect way to start this album off with the real boom bap track, and it's real jazzy. I always thought Premier produced it because it sounded like a Premier beat to me.
It do, don't it?
It don't sound like Diamond D. I'm like, Diamond produced this.
Oh yeah.
And I like the use of the samples that Diamond had for the Cool G Rap, Ill Street Blues,
Ooh,
and the J. Rue the Damager, Come Clean joint.
both
If you
East
feeling
Coast.
lucky duck, come press your luck. I love that.
Up and away.
Classic. And Fat Joe saying, I'm down with Chris, it ain't no stopping me. I'm out for the props and Monopoly. The chicks on top of me is my philosophy. Fire, giving a reference to My Philosophy, that classic track by BDP. And then Careless One says, you a has been. Actually, you ain't been. I've been touring while you at home taping. Fire. Classic collab. Just a great way to start this album off.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. I mean, with this track right here, it always bothers me that no one talks about this when it talks about like songs about the Bronx
Right.
and whatnot, because like I said, I mean, you had your song like talk about the Bronx and shit like that, but I never hear this song gets mentioned and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. I'm loving the comments on this chat so far and stuff like that. Oh wow, I never knew it got 4 mics in the source and stuff like that, because that's actually one of the few times the source actually got it right sometimes. Because there was some
for the song or the album?
the album.
Oh, the album got 4 mics?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was thinking about doing this thing where I review certain source magazines and shit like that and just look at the ratings and shit, but I'm gonna save that. Let me not discuss too much information. Track number 2, Success. This is the OG version, by the way, that Domingo produced. Okay, so this track right here was another dope, solid track. Even Joe said he was inspired by Biggie's Warning with this track because he wanted to make another Hustlers anthem and stuff like that. Which I never expected him to be inspired by Biggie. I always thought he had more of a Cool G Rap inspiration. I don't know, to me, because the beat by Domingo kind of gives me 4, 5, 6 vibes and stuff like that too. So that's very interesting and stuff. So yeah. Plus him and Big were real cool back in that time.
Yeah, definitely. It's a dope song, real melodic melody, but it has like the real sinister undertone to it. Nice beat. Fat Joe saying, "For every shell that fell, it's a story to tell." But it's a fine line between grapevines and wines, and I love it, man. Definitely a dope track and a nice single that he chose to come out with first, and I love it.
Yeah, man. Very nice single, man. This song right here is, in my opinion, I feel like I know the remix with Primo is more popular, but I feel like this is up to par with the remix too.
Yeah, definitely.
And shit like that, because as much as I love Primo, just because the motherfucker remix your shit does not mean I automatically gravitate towards it, because he did the OG version of the Das Effect song, Real Hip Hop, but Pete Rock remix.
Yes.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I did it. Like, I was like, and that sounds more like a Primo song. That low-key sounds more like a Primo beat than a Pete Rock. I don't know. Y'all might disagree with me on the comment section, but yeah. Speaking of Biggie, Envy. Okay, this might be one of my controversial claims, but I love Marvin Gaye. You guys know how much I love Marvin Gaye. including the song "Sexual Healing." But this is my least favorite song off this album.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
My least favorite song off Jealous One's Envy.
So you don't like it because it sounds like a big track, or what?
Okay. Here's my thing. When Biggie came out with Big Papa
Mhm.
and stuff like that, the way he used the Isley Brothers sample,
Mhm.
the Isley Brothers sample and shit, that was like very unique. I think even though that wasn't the first time niggas used Between the Sheets and stuff like that, because if I'm not mistaken, I think Kid Capri used that for the tape, which that's an album I gotta talk about one day.
Yeah.
It was very unique because that's when everybody in the East Coast wanted to have that one radio friendly joint where they're like the sex symbol and whatnot.
Mhm.
And with Fat Joe, I kind of got those Biggie vibes. Even the video gave me Biggie vibes and stuff. So, I mean, if this song came on the radio or party, which is highly unlikely chance compared to all of his other songs, I would vibe to it. I would vibe to it, but yeah, this song is my least favorite. And yeah, this is my least favorite song off this album, man.
I think this track is fire. The nice use of that, sexual healing. I like the beat, the bass line on that. I don't care for the girl singing on the chorus, but I get it.
Oh God, I even mentioned that.
Yeah, she wasn't good. I get the whole what he was trying to do. You know what I mean? And just Joe talking about people hating on his success since the first album, and he says, me, I chose a life of crime since day one. 13 years old, already trying to buy a gun. I love it. The video. I want to say the video. He had like the video in like a ballroom or something.
Yeah.
I remember the video they used to play it, and I love it. I think it's a dope track. Now, I didn't even compare this song to like Big Papa. I mean, if that's what he was trying to do, then I guess he just looked at the formula that Bad Boy had and was like trying to emulate that. But not everybody can emulate what Bad Boy did at that time.
Yeah, man, because it kind of reminds me even of like Punji's The King of New York album that was supposed to have came out in '95.
Right.
That was a dope album. I like the album.
Pudgy the Fat Bastard.
Yeah, Pudgy the Fat Bastard. But again, that album had a lot of Biggie-ish kind of songs and shit like that.
Right.
Yeah, man. What else? Grand Puba's 3000. I don't care what no one says. The fucking I Like It joint.
2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. It does have a little bit of Grand Puba-ish, but I saw some Biggie in this too. So
you saw Biggie in that song.
I mean, like I said, and it's not a bad thing because the Notorious B.I.G., Biggie, Bad Boy, they were a movement like back in the mid-90s, and like they were really the major shift in East Coast hip hop, next to the Wu-Tang and stuff like that. So, I mean, but let's be real. If it wasn't for Heavy D, we would not have no Biggie, that Biggie sex appeal and shit. Cause
I don't hear Biggie on I Like It though. I don't.
Maybe it's just me, but anyway, yeah, that was Envy right there. That was interesting. LES actually produced that joint right there, and that it don't even sound like an LES beat.
Yeah, it don't sound like an LES beat.
No. Then we're gonna have the gang banging interlude, which is pretty much a skit taken from the movie The Warriors, like that. Can you?
Yeah.
That shit. So
that's the way with all the gangs are in the park and they call like a truce.
Right.
And then when the dude gets shot, they blame it on the Warriors, and the Warriors gotta like run around all the neighborhoods in New York City just to get back to Coney Island.
Yeah.
They frame the Warriors for the murder.
Yeah, man. I know that movie got sampled a lot in hip hop.
Yeah.
And who else sampled it? I know Redman sampled that for Creepin'. That's the first time I even heard that.
Okay.
That can you?
Yeah.
All right. Track number 5, Fat Joe's in Town featuring Doo Wop. Pretty dope track. This track has like a braggadocio It has like a braggadocio feel to it and whatnot. Damn nigga. Like that's why I hate when people text and call me during videos and shit. But yeah, man, he has some nice little lines and shit like that. Not like one of my favorites, but definitely the banging track.
Yeah, I like it. Has a real nice beat. Nice sample of a Raphael Sadiq Ask You song. You got Doo-Wop on the chorus, the legendary DJ. Joe saying everybody wants to know, can the man still flip it? Microphone gifted, unrealistic. Nice, definitely a solid cut on this album. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man. And that's the thing. The production on this album was stellar.
Yeah,
Even the beat to Envy, like every beat on this album was fire and stuff like that. So definitely has that New York City hustler kind of vibe and shit like that, like Sunset. You
yeah.
gotta make a little play and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah, man. Then we're gonna get into Part Deuce, deluxe part. That's another beat produced by Domingo. Yeah, that joint right there was pretty fire. That was a pretty fire joint. I love the beat to that shit there. So yeah, very dope track.
This was dope. Nice beat. Fat Joe saying, Fat Joe, jealous of one's envy. Step into the place, niggas acting all friendly, smiling in my face, and all the time they want to take my fucking place. The backstabbers, the backstabbers. He quoting that part from that legendary song about backstabbers. Yeah, another solid cut. I like the beat on there. The bass line was dope.
Yeah, definitely dope song and stuff. Then we're gonna get to King NY, which is a very ironic skit
Hmm.
because of course the skit takes from the Christopher Walken movie King of New York, which is a very dope mob movie, gangster movie, and stuff like that. I just find the irony because around this time, like people started calling Biggie the King of New York, but then Joe had a skit called King NY and whatnot. So I don't know, and a lot of East Coast cats were jealous of that title.
Right.
I need my hands on that source issue, but it's been long. It's hard to come by.
Classic, classic movie. You guys got fed while everybody starved on the street. Christopher Walken, man, that dude is a legendary actor, yo. Just
I
the
agree.
classic movies he's done. You know what I mean? This
Yes,
this definitely is a classic movie. So I like that part in the skit.
just his appearances alone in SNL makes him legendary.
Right. I forgot about that.
But yeah, man, definitely he's like one of the most eccentric actors I've ever seen. And no matter how bad the movie is, I know he'll make me laugh.
Right, exactly. I just seen him in a movie called The War with Grandpa, and he's like playing the best friend of Robert De Niro's character, and De Niro's playing like the grandpa for this family, and they take him into he's living in with the family, and he takes over his grandson's room, and then the grandson doesn't like it, so he has like a war with the grandpa over his room or whatever.
Right.
Hilarious, hilarious.
Yeah, definitely dope. Um, then after the King NY skit, we're gonna get into the shit is real, the DJ Premier remix. Um, Interesting story about this track.
Mhm.
So when I first heard this track, this is around the time when Fat Joe was doing the whole "Make It Rain" era, and so I was just going through YouTube and I came across this track, and I was like, "Oh damn!" I was just like, "Damn!" He sounded way different than what he sounded like at that point and shit like that. So
Mhm.
yeah, man. The shit is real remix for Primo. Definitely a very dope remix. Very dope remix. It's crazy because Fat Joe even said that when Primo first played the beat for him, it didn't feel like a Primo beat because
Mhm.
like it definitely was like more mellow, more abstract and whatnot.
Yeah.
So yeah, and with this song, he's pretty much like talking about his life, talking about what he's going through and what he went through, and how he became the man he is today. And just pretty much don't judge a book by its cover.
Man.
That's the best way to put it about the song.
Classic Primo remix. I love it. Never get tired of hearing it. The video was great. The whole black and white video, one of his best remixes ever.
Oh yes. Now this is the remix that shits on the OG version.
Yeah,
Because I did not like the OG of that song just by the beat alone.
it was cool. I mean, the Beatnuts could have given him a better track, but I think they were probably saving they best stuff for like the Intoxicated Demons EP at that time. So.
Yeah, man. That's pretty much the only that and the Stone Crazy or whatever you call it. That's pretty much the only shit I care about from them.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. Meanwhile, after that, Fat Joe's Way. That's the next. That's the next skit or whatever. Yeah, it's pretty much. You know, he's pretty much talking in Spanish.
Yeah.
One, and I have this shit translated. Hold on, let me see if I still got it. Okay, yeah, okay. So I got this shit translated. He's pretty much just saying how these cats. Come on now. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just fix that after I say this. So he's pretty much just saying how these cats are just like front end. They ain't really about their shit they talking about and whatnot. He said this line where he said they be having rental cars. They say that they smoking, but they never really smoke. He's pretty much calling fake motherfuckers.
Right.
What and whatnot. So that's what I got from that track.
And then he's talking in Spanish over the Godfather theme.
Right.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he had to pay Francis Ford Coppola some money for that.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, while my camera's fixing, I'm just gonna go to the next track. Respect Mine featuring Raekwon, which is my all-time favorite track off this album.
Okay.
Ironically, it kind of samples or interpolates the Raekwon line in Casual's Everything Around.
Yep.
Album. This is a very, very, very dope track right here. I mean, the beat by Joe Fatal is so menacing. When the drums come in together, the way that the song is mixed is a huge contrast to what happened in the Represent album, in my opinion.
Right.
I mean, just a very dope. Like if you have a nice system,
Yes.
play this fucking track. I mean, I'm not even fronting right now and stuff like that. So one line when Fat Joe says, rappers fuck up and end up in the obituary. Don't know the meaning of real, check the dictionary. I got no time for conversation. Making MCs run for the border like an immigration. Like, and just the way how the beat like dun 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 dun. I mean, it's one of the most menacing Fat Joe beats I've ever heard and stuff like that. I don't know if he wrote that track or whatever, but he did his thing. Performance-wise, he did his thing on that track.
Right. Yeah, a real sinister beat. Love that real street type of track. Medley, you know, Raekwon on the chorus, legendary track. Cream. You know, you got Joe saying it's the relentless. Nobody can check this. Fat Joe, you know, the young and restless. Respect it. Prayer, big real bass heavy track. I love it. And that's not the last time he worked with Ray. Remember they did Firewater. That was unreleased on his album.
Yes.
And that was with Ray and Big Pun. He was known as the Punisher back then. I think Armageddon was on that track as well. And that's what I actually got. That's on the Big Pun Greatest Hits, the Endangered Species. It's on this one because it was never released on Jealous One's Envy. It was like a B-side, and they didn't release it for this album. You know, but yeah, that Raekwon killed that track too. Firewater was dope.
Yeah, man. I definitely need to give highlight on that Firewater joint because that shit was tough, man.
Yes.
Who did Domingo produce that beat too, or Diamond D?
I think Domingo did Firewater, if I'm not mistaken. Not with Domingo.
All right, bet. All right, next track, Watch Out, featuring Armageddon, Big Pun, and Keith Nutt. Yeah, this is the track where Big Pun made his first appearance on Wax. I'm pretty much, I really wanted to do this live Big Pun video last night, but I got so tired, so I might just do this tonight. But yeah, man. And this is me being real. As much as I love Pun, I did not think he had the best verse on this song. Believe it or not.
What? Wow.
Yeah. Pun did his thing. See, I'm honest. I'm honest. Like I'm honest about what I like, and I stand by. I stand by with what I like and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I kind of felt that who was it? Fucking Keith Nutt definitely his verse was more hardcore and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like the line where this cat says, let me pull it up. McAfee, I see the notice about your antivirus protection. I'll get to that when the time calls me for it. So pretty much he said, damn it, where is that? Okay. Your best run, son. I'm sending MCs up shit's creek, so don't sleep cause I creep on New York streets like I'm a big fat dick. Whack MCs is ass cheeks. Yo, I'm that nigga that'll kidnap your kids, take them. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all that. Okay, but mine is that line. He definitely kept it real and shit like that. So yeah, I'm gonna fix my webcam while you go to the next track.
Big Pun to me had the best verse when he says, "I cause a bloodbath to make my buddies laugh and gig. My nutty wrath will live as long as I'm a nasty kid." What? He clearly had the better verse on here. I'm sorry, like Pun, he wasn't even Big Pun yet. He was just a Punisher. Like he still at that point in 1995 was the like great on this posse joint.
Hey, and I respect that. I definitely respect that.
But you like Keith Nutt verse better.
Like I said, a little bit better than Pun's verse, a little bit. Call me crazy. and like I said before, this goes out. Like I said, this goes out to the cat that called Capital Punishment a whack album and shit like that. So
crazy.
I swear, this generation, man, I tell you, man, these kids, they just don't know what.
If Pun is not great, who in this generation now to them is better than Pun? That's what I want to know.
They keep
sit there and say Chance the Rapper or Travis Scott.
They keep dick riding this Tekashi boy.
He's not better than Big Pun.
No. I don't understand the fascination with. I don't understand the fascination with him. Like, you know the Pocahontas song "Colors in the Wind."
Right.
Literally, I heard that song and I just thought of Tekashi's hair because I don't know. It's like you call yourself a gangster. Why the fuck this nigga looks like one of them little dolls with the weird hair? You remember the little brown dolls with the weird hair and stuff like that?
You mean the trolls?
Troll dolls, yeah.
Troll, yeah.
I don't know. It's the hip hop game. I'm just sick and tired, man. Well, I don't even know. Niggas don't even know what's real anymore and shit.
Crazy.
Anyway, track number 12, Say Word. Ooh, see, this one it uses the that Bootsy Collins Munchies for Your Love sample, which is kind of interesting because that's a sample you would expect to hear from like a West Coast artist and stuff like, and even not even West Coast, but even the South. Like, 'cause I know Scarface used that sample too.
Right.
But anyway, I just felt like that joint was hot, nice little mellow joint and stuff like that. So I fuck with it.
Yes, definitely a solid track, real melodic, like the beat. Joe saying, remember that, I dismember cats that act, or plain simple fact, I react on impact. I like his wordplay on that track. And definitely another solid album cut.
Oh yeah, man! Like, oh my fucking god! See, I need to get a new webcam. I'm really getting mad with this shit. So while I'm doing that, I think the next track is the Success remix.
Yes, remix.
Ooh. I don't think they're ready for this, man. I don't think.
No.
This shit right here is tough. This is probably, like I said before, I put it up to par with the OG, but Primo just adds that little sauce to it that just makes it like when the chorus hits with that drugs is the key to success. And like everybody was in that video. I think Nas was in the video. Common was in Rosie Perez, sexy ass at that time. And shit. God damn, like this whole track was one of the most. This is like one of those tracks I would definitely call it a mafioso rap anthem.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Real grimy beat, man. Wait, they dropped them keys, ding ding.
Ooh.
This is a Primo remix. Like this is the remixes I'm accustomed to hearing from Primo. Real grimy beat and those pianos and the bass line. Classic.
Oh yeah, man. Like I don't know, man. 95 Primo, man. I don't know what that nigga was on, but almost all the shit that nigga was coming out with that year was bumping.
Right. Oh yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Definitely. Bahamadia album collage.
Ooh.
Classic.
Hell, the group home, Living Proof album.
Yes, classic.
I have to talk about that album. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm bullshitting.
Definitely.
What else? What else was he coming out with that year? Of course he was coming off the success of Hard to Earn.
Right.
95.
While he was working on Firing Squad, that was 96.
Oh yeah, that's right. That came out early 96 too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Yeah, man. So yeah, Primo, yeah, man.
The Rage album, it was on that. Lady of Rage. That was 95.
That was 97.
97?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 95.
She was supposed to came out with something 94, 95, the Eargasm album, but we all know the story with that.
Right.
I'm throwing shade at everybody today. Track number 14. Dedicate. Wait, you said your thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Dedication. Yeah, this one uses the Tyrone Davis sample that MC8 famously used off the All for the Money track. And in my opinion, I kind of feel like Fat Joe flipped it better than 8. The way he just faded out in the beginning was so ill. But this is what I hate about niggas back in the 90s. Y'all motherfuckers say some of y'all best beats for dedications and shit. Compton's Most Wanted. They're not. I love Compton's Most Wanted, but for both Straight Checking Them and the Music Drive-By album, those dedication beats that you use, y'all could have used those, like the Gangsta Shutout and the Music Drive-By title track. Those beats were fire.
Yeah.
I hate it when y'all MCs used to save y'all best and most flyest beats. Hell, Biz Markie, the first track from the I Need a Haircut, To All My Boys, that beat was clean as fuck for 91. That was clean as fuck for 91. And you telling me that you say that for a dedication? I mean, yeah, I know. You giving your shout out to your homeboys, your people that put you on, God, mommy, all that. I know you trying to do all that shit, and I don't care. But come on, man. Even Exhibit at the speed of life. He used some of his best beats for the interludes.
Right.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, it was a hot joint.
Yeah, it's dope. Yeah, really nice beat. Nice sample. Like a Fat Joe shouting out different artists. G-Rap, you got TC, Red Alert. He says, "Hey yo, Guru, I love you to death. Peace to Redman, Apache, Vinny, and Tretch." So, yo, shout out to Noise by Nature and Redman.
Yeah, man. Definitely a dope joint right there. Then the last track, Bronx Keep Creating It. This is like my second favorite track off this album. Nice way to end up the joint. I like how he's had Bronx still, then he ended up with Bronx Keep Creating It. Ironically, sampling Karis one too. So that's a little nice shout out to like the foundation of hip hop right there. Yeah, this track right here, lyrically, it was like this is like more like a lyrical track by Joe and stuff like that. I love the line, and again, Joe Fatal, he produced this track too. Like, oh God, okay. I love that line where he says, "I hate it when a juvenile tries to prove his masculinity. I got a whole vicinity locked down. Police hate it. Look what they done to Tupac now. You make me want to blast or something, but for now, I keep infiltrating these coups that be fronting like, ooh." Jesus Christ. I just wish Fat Joe would make a lyrical track like this. Like, forget all these nigga. God damn it, if I don't pick up the phone the first time, what makes you think I'm gonna pick up the phone the second time y'all call me consecutively? God. Lord have mercy. Only reason I don't have my phone on Do Not Disturb because I'm actually expecting a call from that girl to have a meeting with.
Right.
Jesus. I hate when people do that crap. Like, I'm sorry, I have to go on a rant right quick. I
They,
hate
they, know, they know you on live right now.
They
That's what
know I'm on live. If
Mhm.
I don't pick up the phone right away, why you call 2 seconds later? And then you get mad when I answer the phone like with an attitude and shit. But anyway, yeah, leave a text message, leave a voicemail, do something. Okay. Whew. Lost my cool there for a minute. But anyway, I was supposed to say a little. I was supposed to go on some rant. Yeah, forget all these club bangers. Forget like the shit all the way up with Raymond I like. But come on, I want you to drop a lyrical track like this again. I don't care if it's a sequel. I don't care if you have to get Domingo or Primo. Like, just do something because this is the Fat Joe that I personally love right here.
definitely a classic. I love it. Nice beat. It sounds like there's an orchestra being played in the background.
Right?
Like
Yeah,
that whole orchestra sound. I love that. Really makes this track what it is. And Joe saying, "But now I maintain and sweat my own career." Joe didn't go gold. There's something wrong in here. Love it, man. Great way to end this album.
yeah, very dope way to end off the
Yeah.
album. So. Anyway, so all together, this is in my opinion, this is a classic album. Very dope album. I know a lot of people say the Don Cartagena album is his best album because that was like more. I consider that more like his breakthrough album
Mhm.
or whatnot. Because this album, I mean, this album he did have a few success with a few singles. I felt this album was more for breakouts, whereas Don Cartagena was more for breakthrough,
Right.
in my opinion. So production wise, in my opinion, this is his best produced album, in my opinion.
Mhm.
He has some of New York's best, like some of New York's rising stars and whatnot.
Yeah.
But tragically, and this is like the last album where you will probably hear like Diamond D.
Right.
I know I haven't heard everything he dropped in the 2000s and whatnot, but I don't know if
Fat Joe.
yeah, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Some shit. He dropped some garbage albums in the
Oh, yeah.
After Loyalty, yeah, man. Some of those albums, like, I had to skip over them joints.
Yeah, but I was just saying, in case, because I don't know if DITC members like Showbiz or Diamond ever did anything post this album though. So correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Man. I Jealous One Still Envy. I don't know. I forgot. I heard that album a long time ago.
Trash.
Even Royalty. I don't think he used any of them on Royalty. But
when Cool and Dre and Ja Rule started producing for him.
Yeah, that's right. He was like buddy with Cool and Dre, and they were doing a lot of his stuff. And even now, he just did an album with Dre. Like, was last year it came out?
Oh God.
Family Ties album. That was like last year before last. So they've been like doing the majority of his stuff now. Like, now he got to get back with Diamond and Showbiz in them.
Yeah, man. Especially Diamond D, because I just feel like out of all the members in like the whole DITC crew, I feel like Diamond pretty much goes well with like the majority of the DITC members and stuff like that. Because Lord Finesse, he has those dark beats, but I always feel like he worked his best with L, like Big L and stuff.
Right.
Whereas Diamond and Fat Joe, that was like the duo right there. Hell, even Fat Joe and Showbiz has some heat too.
Yeah. Yep. I think the album is a classic, man. Flawless album. The collabs he did with Ray and KRS-One, and the production was great. I think it's great. Bronx Tale, Respect Mine, Envy, Success. Bronx keeps creating it. Classic drinks.
Yeah, man.
Definitely a 5 mic album.
Yes, sir. 5 mic album indeed. Yeah, man. I really cannot wait. I have a lot to talk about with Don Cartagena and shit like that.
Right.
But I'm just gonna say this right now. I felt like he was influenced by Reasonable Doubt. That's all I'm gonna say.
Uh, I feel like once Pun blew up, I think Pun made him better. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Like when Carter Jenner came out, it was like he was different. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like his pen game was different because he had Pun by his side. I feel like Pun brought out the best of out of him at that point.
Hell, I even heard some people say Don Carter Jr. was Big Pun's best album too.
Yeah, because Pun supposedly helped him with the album or whatever.
He pretty much was a DOC of the album.
Right. Yeah, and I think that's why it was like his most commercial like album, and people regard that as his class. To me, I mean, I like the first three. I think Represent was great. I think this one was great. I think Carter Jenner was great. It's after Carter Jenner when he started to go downhill. Loyalty was good, but after that, it's like all those other albums that he did. Past Jealous One, Still Envy. I didn't care for him. And then like he found himself on the Dark Side when he did the Dark Side album, and then Dark Side 2 and 3. That was vintage Fat Joe again. But then he went off again and started doing the other shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like again, he was like chasing that radio play that he had success when he had like What's Love with Ashanti and Be Thuggin' with R. Kelly. He was chasing that radio play. You know what I'm saying? And then when the second Terror Squad album came out, he had his biggest hit ever with Lean Back. So once he got that taste of the radio play, he was chasing it ever since, and still doing it now. So that's why we're not getting that vintage Fat Joe that we accustomed to, because we getting the other shit that he's trying to appease to radio or streaming or whatever. So
Yeah, you actually make a valid good point though, because if you like listen to like a lot, if you listen to like a lot of his songs, even like the album tracks, he doesn't really have like a lot of those grimy songs on his albums too.
then you listen to like that Porto Plamo album with him and Remy. There's no grimy shit on there. You know what I'm saying? The Cool and Dre don't do grimy shit. They do shit for the radio. So that's why he's been working with them for like the last like over 10 years, 15 years or whatever.
First of all, what kind of name is Cool and Dre?
You know what I mean? They don't. I mean, the shit that they do for Ross was cool. That's Ross though. We know what Ross is gonna bring. When when you doing shit with Fat Joe, people want to hear. There's a certain type of Fat Joe we want to hear, and he's not. He don't have that sound anymore because of working with Cool and Dre and other people like that. So.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let me look through this chat. Excuse me.
Cherish?
Yeah, Ray Sean. I've heard of that group Cherish before.
Cherish. What, they had like one hit?
That do it. You know, that song. Remember ATL when they were roller skating?
Yes. I remember that part.
Mm-hmm. Diverse Mentality. He's all right. I mostly watch his channel mostly for the beef episodes, to keep it a buck. Just to let y'all know, I was planning on doing like an NWA episode, but I saw he already did the Dr. Dre and Eazy-E beef, so I was like,
Diverse Mentality. Who's that?
He's like a white YouTuber that has his podcast and stuff like that.
And he's good.
I mean, I mean, he's better than most.
Right. That's not saying a lot. He's better than most.
I respect. I respect a lot of people's hustle and shit like that. But I'm just focused on my own shit at the moment, to be real with y'all.
Like,
but I still am an avid watcher.
That's the thing I have a problem with too, when people say that like they use podcasting as a hustle. Like when I started my channel, it was just to talk about my interests. It wasn't I want to get paid off with this. And like, I'm not stupid. If somebody come to me with a check, I'm gonna take it. But I don't do this for no hustle. It's just this is a culture that I grew up in. That's why we do what we do, and we love what we do because it's fun to us. It's not like a job for us.
Right.
But I know people that they have they platform and they use it as it's like a hustle for them. Like they don't care about. They're not in this for the long haul. They're in this for just money, and I think that sucks.
Exactly, and shit like that. Like, hell, if the opportunity comes to you and stuff like that, then I don't mind. I'll look to you. I'll look to you. But if you just automatically just do this and you're expecting money firsthand and stuff like that, then that's your problem right there.
Exactly. You're not gonna. It's not an overnight thing. Like I know content creators that have been started that had their channel for like 5, 6 years. They have to build their channel up to, you know, be where it is now. It's not like, oh well, I'm gonna be on Apple Radio or something overnight. You have to have love for and passion for this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Which were oh Alonzo, what's up, bro?
Bro,
Which year you prefer, 2004 or 2000? 2000 to me.
for hip hop,
Yeah. Well, hold on. Wait a
it was
minute.
'04. I don't even remember what came out in '04.
Mad
What was '04?
Villainy, College Dropout, Streets
Oh,
Disciple,
okay.
Twisters
Like,
Kamikaze, which was a trashy album.
probably 2000. I don't even remember what was '04 though.
Ronnie, I love both MCs, but I would not go that far. Sticky Fingers, he's more darker and psychotic. Mystical, he's more his energy is like very out there and stuff like that.
2004 had some good albums. Yeah, College Dropout, Mad Villainy, uh, the Beastie Boys to the Five Boroughs. I do like that album.
Oh, yeah,
MF
that was
Doom,
solid. Yeah,
MF Doom, the Food album. Ghostface, Pretty Tony, underrated. Purple Haze was a classic.
I never heard Purple Haze, believe it or not.
Cameron, yeah, that's Cameron's best album to me.
Whoa,
I mean, I
even
love
better,
I
even
love
better
Come
than
Home, Come Home
2000.
with Me. To me, I love also. I think that one was great. SDE was dope. But I mean, a lot of when you talk about Cameron, a lot of heads love Purple Haze as the best album for me. You know, Hunger for More, Lloyd Banks, that was solid.
Oh yeah,
Um, what else? There's some trash in here though. I see some trash. Definition from LL, that was bad. That Method Man to Cal prequel, that was terrible. That's his worst album to me.
and that's why I kind of pricked 2000 because like 2004, mostly a lot of hip hop legends was dropping a lot of bad albums like the Twista
Yeah,
and the Nas's and the
yeah.
LLs in comparison with 2000, whereas a lot of hip hop legends or a lot of people who were still popping at that time,
Hmm.
they still had like that last grasp of commercial success in comparison
Yeah.
to years to come, or in what this generation calls relevancy.
America's Nightmare. I like some songs. I don't think that was a great mob
Oh,
album though. I like some songs off of that, but there's some collabs like that song they did with Little John. I didn't care for that.
see, and that's the thing too about that album right there. I was not a big fan of. Like after Infamy, and I respect Prodigy. You guys know how much I love Prodigy.
Right.
That's my Scorpio brother right there. Rest in peace. But yeah, after Infamy, I was not a big fan of Blood Money or America's Nightmare, and I've always thought like that even before the nigga died and shit. So
Urban Legend was good. Definitely enjoyed that. Snoop Dogg Rhythm and Gangster. That was a solid album.
his first prison album, right? Ti.
No, because I believe he was in prison when trap music came out too. I want to say.
Really?
He was incarcerated for a couple of albums, yo. Like it was like an ongoing thing. Like people think I'll be joking. I'm like, yo, this was an ongoing thing with T.I. Like every time he came out with an album, he was incarcerated for it.
I
And
don't
you know
mean
what
I
I'm saying?
don't mean to
For
laugh.
different charges he had. I'm like, yo, when will this dude like actually be out for an album release? He was always even when Paper Trail dropped, that was what '06. He was incarcerated for that.
I don't mean to laugh, but it's just like anytime this nigga has like a classic or a close to classic, he's
He
in
wasn't there
prison.
for it. The label was promoting it and he was incarcerated. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? I'm like, dude, I'm like, when is he gonna like one of these dudes gonna wake up and be like, yo, like you hurting your career doing that?
So I heard Dr. Dre might come out with a new album.
I heard that. Is it detox or is it something else?
Man, I gave up hope on that detox. I think he's just doing something else. Like I said before, the Compton album, in my opinion, that was supposed to have been detox or
Right.
what detox or what it rearranged around and stuff like that.
Mm.
However, with the success of Straight Outta Compton, He was just like, you know what? Let me just drop this album. Let me just put this one song in the movie, make people's interest. And I think like the same day the movie came out, the album came out, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like bro, I think around the same time.
Yeah, I still got to talk about that album too.
Yeah, Young Buck, Straight Outta Cashville, that was a great album.
And yeah, and I got that album. I'm not even a big Young Buck fan, but I peeped that album.
That album was dope. That's his best one on G Unit too.
Didn't G Unit also drop that album 04 too?
The first one, Beg for Mercy?
Yeah.
I thought that was 03. That
Oh,
was
yeah, you might be right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was great. Yeah, Flip. I had I forgot the name of that Flip album. The one with Game Over. I had that joint on CD.
Yeah, I remember that Beef 3, Beef 3 segment. They were talking about a T.I. and Lil Flip episode.
Yeah.
And T.I. was like, so I heard a little stage up in here. Come up this stage, Lil Flip. I'll tell you what, Flip. That is classic T.I. He's like, I heard a little stage. Bring your ass up here, Lil Flip. I'm going to tell you what, Flip.
Yeah, 2000s had some joints though. Supreme Clientele, Stankonia.
Yes.
Some Mathers LP, like Water for Chocolate, the Dynasty album.
Yeah.
Warriors album, severely underrated. Restless, I love that Exhibit album. The Last Meal. Yeah. Anarchy, Busta Rhymes, classic. HNIC, classic. Beanie Siegel, The Truth, classic.
Yeah.
The Last of a Dying Breed, Scarface.
Ooh.
Let's Get Free, Dead Prez. When the Smoke Clears, 3 6 Mafia, that was a great album. The Platform, Violated Peoples, great album.
See, and niggas be sleeping on 2000 though. That's
yeah. Memphis Bleak, we just talked about that. The Understanding. I like that Bleak album. I thought that was his best one.
Yeah, I don't know about. I'm gonna have to listen to that, man.
CNN, The Reunion, underrated album.
Very underrated.
LL last great album, The GOAT.
Ludacris back for the first time.
Yes, back for the first time. Great album. I like the Bone Thugs Resurrection album. I thought it was good.
I think the only trash I can think of that year was Lil Kim's Notorious K.I.M.
Did not like that. And we really did that discussion. Did not like that album. Nah, that wasn't good. Like, except for like 3 or 4 songs, that was a terrible album.
Oh, Industry Shakedown. Yes, Sam.
Yeah, that was dope. Reflection Eternal, that was a great album.
The only good album.
Jedi Mind Tricks, Violent by Design, great album.
To be honest, man,
you didn't like them?
I like the album, but I prefer the first one with the long title more. But I'm not the biggest Jedi Mind Tricks fan like that.
The W, Wu-Tang, that's a severely underrated album.
Don't even get me started on the W.
Deltron 3030.
Don't even get me started.
Jurassic 5, Quality Control, I love that album.
Lil Bow Wow, let me stop.
Rod Digger, Dirty Harriet, dope album.
You didn't like Lil Bow Wow?
Hell fucking no. Hell no. Wait, that was that what's that shit he came out with?
Bounce with me, bounce.
Yeah, that shit. Nah. Hell no. That's the joint where he's rocking the Cleveland Browns jersey on the cover.
I think so.
Yeah. He said some shit this week about old rappers or some shit. He calling out old rappers.
I'm like, this nigga has some nerve to talk about old rappers and shit.
I'm like, well, Bow Wow, what you think you are now? Like
last time I checked, wasn't you on 106 in Park?
Exactly.
Shad Moss.
Money, man.
Last time I checked, didn't you wild out on some reality TV show?
Black Rob, yeah, that was a good album. Shine.
I don't really care.
You like the Shine album?
He sounded too much like Biggie. I saw. I'm not into Shine like that.
I love that Shine album. That Shine album is his best one.
The production saved it.
The Brat, I didn't like that one. And the Unrestricted.
Hell no.
I think after her first one, I think she fell off. Yo. Like even the second one, I didn't care for.
The second one, they try to make her sound too much like Aaliyah on the second one.
She used Jermaine too long, yo. She should have branched out and used other producers.
But see, this is what I said though. Around that time, Jermaine Dupri hip hop wise was falling down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I keep saying. See, y'all keep thinking look at me like I'm crazy or some shit. But
No, I agree. I mean, R&B is his strong point. That was his thing. Even in the 2000s, he was still dropping R&B joints, but the hip hop, he was falling off of that joint.
for real.
Rex and Effect, that was 92,
2.
I believe.
All I wanna do.
Hard and Smooth, that was 92 that came out, or 93 that album came out.
Love Sexy by Prince. Oh, nigga, what you know about Love Sexy? Hold up. What you know about Love Sexy, nigga? What's your favorite track on that album? I don't think I asked you.
My favorite track?
Well, you and Ray Sean.
It gotta be damn, it's my favorite track on it. It's been a minute since I heard that. I gotta look at the track list again. What kids came off of that album?
There was Alphabet Street, Glam Slam, I Wish You Heaven, When Two Are in Love, Anastasia.
When Two Are in Love. That's my joint off of it.
When Two Are in Love.
Yes, I love that joint.
Low key, Prince made the right decision taking that from the Black Album and putting that on Love Sexy, because the Black Album was just this raw, sexy, funky. I'm over here having a time of my life, and all of a sudden, When Two Are in Love, I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
I remember Alphabet Street, but I wasn't big on that song. And that was like the first single.
Yeah,
I wasn't big on that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay, you know what I mean? But it's not like it wasn't like the best shit I heard from Prince at that time, you know. But yeah, With Two Are in Love, that's a nice ballad.
Believe it or not, I wasn't too big on the album at first, but ironically, when Prince died and I re-listened to it, it grew on me.
Right.
Anastasia, come to me, talk to me, ravish. That's my shit. That's my shit. This nigga said, maybe. Like, Prince was going through, and that nigga was on some ecstasy, on some LSD or some shit when he was doing the Black Album.
Yeah, I don't know, right? But Timbaland was still strong in rap compared to Jermaine at that point, though.
I agree.
And Timbaland, like, other than like Bubba Sparks, he wasn't doing like other than his own albums, he wasn't doing like full rap albums. Like he did joints here and there for people, but like R&B was his thing too. But he was already branching out to like rock. He did shit for Biscuits remix album and stuff like that, and you know, One Republic. You know what I'm saying? So he was already branching out. Jermaine stayed in like one lane, and R&B was his strong point to me more than hip hop.
And mind you, he had Missy Elliott holding him down too.
Right.
Jermaine didn't have nobody. Who did he expect? Chris Cross?
Exactly. And he didn't Timbaland capitalized when Justin went solo. He made sure he was working with Justin. You know what I'm saying? When who's the other cat? You know what I'm saying? Like he made sure that he was like a primary figure in certain people's careers. You know what I'm saying? Jermaine did that for Mariah, but you know what I'm saying? It didn't last long for Mariah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. See, Mariah. See, the thing, like you said, she kind of, at least say she relied too much on the remixes and shit. That's what she said.
If she had did that for Once in the Blue, I could understand that. But she just milked that to the point where every album now you expect her to do a collab with people, and then you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not new and fresh anymore because she kept doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's like she was waiting for like the hottest rapper, whether it was Nelly or Mystical or Fabulous, to jump on a remix with her. And she forgot about her ballads. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what was the last great ballad that she had? You got We Belong Together. Maybe I could say that was like her last great ballad.
In my opinion, I would say that's her. I'll say her last great ballad was "Fly Like a Bird."
Okay.
Speaking of that,
you know what I'm saying, but it's like she rode that to death to the point where I feel like she ruined her career doing that.
True. So guess which two black actresses are beefing?
Who's that?
Halle Berry and Lisa Ray.
For what?
So Lisa Ray said that Halle Berry must be bad in bed.
What? Why would she care about that? How does that come up? Like, who asked these people these questions?
And so now Halle Berry pretty much responded and stuff like that. She said, Miss Lisa Ray, ask my man Van Hunt. He'll tell you all you need to know.
Wow.
So yeah. Hell,
why would she care about how Halle Berry is in bed?
low key, man, this beef in between who's good and best kind of turning me on, low key. Hell, I think Lisa Ray might be good in bed though. I feel like she might be high a little something and shit. I don't give a fuck. But anyway, who is the worst rapper turned producer? Eminem.
Worst rapper turned producer. We talked about this yesterday, yo. Like, it's not Eminem. I think it has to be worst rapper turned producer. I got to be. I don't know. Yeah, well, Eminem is not a great producer. So I was trying to think. I'm like, nah, Eminem's not a great producer. Swizz Beats. Well, Swizz Beats was a producer first, though.
Right.
We talk about rapper then producer. You know?
Mm. Oh, I wanna. How much of a fan are you of the group Massive Attack?
I haven't heard of them. Their stuff.
Wow. 'Cause
What
I
what
think,
what's an album you suggest from them?
shit. The Protection album from '94. That's the album I would suggest because I know a lot of people say Blue Lines. I know a lot of people say the fucking album that came out in '98. But for me, the one that came out in '94, that's my personal favorite.
Right.
Especially if you like want to have like a little like wine or have some liquor or some shit, you just want to get fucked up the way you want to do it and shit like that. That's the perfect soundtrack for that.
I've been off Halle Berry ever since she got piped down by Billy Bob Thornton. No, Eric is funny.
Shit. Loki man, we done scared Hallie so bad she went over to white man. I'm sorry.
Nah, she got treated bad by black men. Like she got beat up by Wesley Snipes. Eric Benet cheats on her. How do you cheat on Halle Berry?
How you cheat on Halle Berry and come home with no shoes?
I don't get that at all, man. And he was going around award shows like that, like coming out there bare feet and shit.
See this is why light skinned niggas in the early 2000s get on my last nerve. I'm sorry. Cause y'all light skinned niggas back in that, like sometimes y'all light skinned niggas, y'all be doing the most extra shit, and y'all be saying that shit's normal and shit. Y'all nigga be posing in pictures and shit. Light skinned nigga do some weird ass pose or some shit like.
There was one NAACP award show that I think she had gotten an award for, and he got up on stage with her and he was barefoot, dude. Like he didn't come in no shoes or nothing, and he's like on his knees like holding. I'm like, bro, you already cheated on her. Like, what are you trying to prove?
If I don't want to smell Lizzo's ass, I don't want to smell Eric Benet's feet. Anyway, Ray Sean, of course we've heard about Sly and the Family Stone. I've done a couple of reviews on my channel if you want to check it out. Megan Thee Stallion bleached her skin. What the fuck you talking about, Eric? Yo, 2020. What the fuck is going on with niggas in 2020? Like,
I don't know.
Y'all on some sus shit. Niggas on some sus shit right now.
Megan Good bleached her skin for what?
No, I heard some tomfoolery.
Mm-hmm.
Some motherfucker said that on Facebook said Megan Thee Stallion rhymes better than Kendrick and J. Cole.
No, he's talking about Megan Good bleached her skin. I'm like, that's what I said for what?
Oh, Megan Good. I thought he said Megan Thee Stallion. Oh. Yeah, I just see Megan. I just automatically think Stallion. I don't know why. But yeah, someone said Megan Thee Stallion rhymes better than J. Cole and Kendrick.
Wow. That's foolery.
Oh, Eric, you heard that Q-Tip's gonna do Megan Thee Stallion's next album?
I hope that's a rumor. That can't be true.
I mean, Q-Tip confirmed it, so
I haven't been on his Instagram. Is it on his Instagram? I have to like check because I haven't. That's crazy.
I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send you a link and shit because I posted a link on the chat last night, but I got you. But you had me dying last night.
I never heard. I didn't hear about that till you told me. I'm like Megan Thee Stallion and Q-Tip. How is that gonna sound? So Q-Tip gonna be on his native tongue shit and Megan gonna be on some booty music? Like that don't even sound right.
It's just a vibrant thing.
Vibrant thing. She gonna do what, like Vibrant thing 2021 with Q-Tip?
Boy, don't even put the thought on my head and shit. Boy, she would turn that shit into the X-rated.
How did that? Who came up with that? Did he go to her or she went to him? Who came up with that idea? Like we should do an album together. That sounds so dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be like back in the day, MC Hammer going to Redman and saying, "Let's do an album together." Huh? Hammer and Redman. That ain't gonna work. You know. I think that's hilarious. I'm not even gonna listen to that because it's not gonna be good.
Shit. I
It's not.
mean, like I said before, I'm not gonna judge right now because
You gonna do an album reaction?
low-key, I'm actually loving these album reactions I be doing because it like I said, I like getting to music I've never really heard before, and I don't always just want to focus on albums like released back in the day. I just want to really put my thoughts, put my two stamps in some of these songs this day and age and shit like that. Because sometimes I put my foot in my mouth. Like sometimes I say I'll hate an artist, and then one time I listen to an album, I'm like, okay, this shit kind of hot though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I
Because
don't know about that.
believe it or not, I might pull out my most craziest review yet. My homeboy wants me to review Kia's album.
Oh Lord.
And I never heard the album, so I'm just gonna look at myself like, you know what? Let me check this shit out just for a good laugh or two, because I want to listen to some shit. Like I just want to see the hype. By the way, I'm gonna stay on until 9:15. By the way,
Short hair Holly. Oh yeah, I love short hair Holly. Definitely.
who? Oh, short hair Halle. Oh hell yeah! You
Yeah.
talking about Boomerang?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
Halle Berry or Angela Bassett.
I know you like them old biddies. So. Angela Bassett is right up your alley.
Chill.
Give me Doja Cat.
Get out. Nah, nigga. Doja Cat's for my leftovers. I don't give a fuck. Nah, give her Justin Bieber, then that'll be right up her alley and shit. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like Q-Tip and Megan. He definitely slept with her because that's not making no sense.
I like how y'all act like Q-Tip never went commercial before.
Yeah, but this is blatant. This is like him trying to introduce himself as not Q-Tip. It's like as somebody else to this generation. That don't even sound right. Like what is? I could imagine what the native tongue members are saying. Like if De La Soul listening to that album, what are they thinking? Q-Tips you sold out to Megan? Why?
I mean, De La did a song with Usher. No shade. De La did a song with Usher. No shade though, but
I didn't like that album. That album wasn't good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
The album was not good. No. Is that the thing that they doing now? So we're gonna see Moni Love do something with the baby or something, you know what I'm saying? Like
Whoa.
what's going on with music, yo? Like these people have lost their mind.
I'm on my name tongue shit. Oh my god. I am dying right now.
Crazy.
Let me answer some of these questions. Favorite music videos from R. Kelly. Ooh. You mean besides the sex tape?
Lord. Oh man.
No, but for real though, you remind me if My Jeep Has Always Been my favorite. Either that one or Gotham City.
Down Low, the remix. I like the story ones, like the remix video with him and Ron Isley, and the video he did with Kelly Price.
Friend of My remix.
Yes, I love those story ones that R. Kelly did.
Shit. Oh yeah, a lot of people mention the Thug Life album. Yeah, let's give that album its props. That's a dope album. Yes. Thug Life. Yes. You know, it's about to be the anniversary about when Tupac got shot in Quad Studios and shit.
Right.
I'll be watching I'll be watching Discretion TV and shit. I can't wait till the day happens and stuff. I know this nigga gonna go in that day.
Which version of Mary y'all like better? Short hair Mary or weave hair Mary? Is that what we doing?
That's a good question.
Who said weave hair Mary?
I might go with weave hair, maybe, even though I don't really like weaves on a lot of females like that.
I like Mary when she was rocking the baseball hat backwards. That Mary.
Okay.
Mary. And she had like the Doc Martens on.
Oh, I feel you on that.
Yes.
Okay.
Trap in the Closet. I mean, that was too long for me. I started watching, I think, like after part 4 or something. That shit, once the parents started talking, I'm like, okay, I'm down. I'm out.
I like the ones that was initially released on 2005 before it became a gimmick.
And he wants to do more, he said, more chapters.
In prison?
That's what this man said. He want to do more chapters. I don't know how he's doing that.
Inmate 15 looking at me weird. I don't know what I did. She up in the closet. But yeah, I remember when Trapped in the Closet. I remember when I first saw that on BT one night with my sister, and I was just looking at myself like, wow. What was the last good album from Mary J. Blige? To me,
The Breakthrough.
Yeah, The Breakthrough.
Yeah. I don't like nothing else. She had some other nice songs on other albums, but they wasn't great.
E40 versus Birdman. What the fuck?
Is that the next verses?
They're considering it, according to Eric, they might consider it.
For what?
E40 would mop the floor with Birdman. Mind you, E40's been in the game since the early 90s.
I'm not liking none of these battles that I'm hearing right now.
Well, like I said before, I said Roy Ayers.
Mm.
I said Roy Ayers versus who I said? George Benson. But y'all niggas don't want to listen to me. Y'all give us
Jeezy and Gucci Mane.
Jeezy. Well,
that
history, that was good. In terms of history, that one was pretty good. Because I put that with the Brandy and the Monicas.
Right.
But like it was Alicia Keys and John Legend. But this is the same motherfucker that don't want to do Janet and Misty, but okay.
Exactly. I don't understand that.
That pencil head motherfucker. But you wanna be on the dick. We want to be on the dick of everybody else and shit like that. Like now you're trying to bring access to this bullshit. Hell no.
Outkast and Tribe, they need to do that one.
Yeah, they said that shit is pending.
Pending for what? What are they waiting for? Who are they waiting on? Is it Q-Tip and this stupid album you doing?
I have a feeling it's 3,000. I have a feeling it's 3 Stacks.
But Andre's not doing it. It's not like he have to actually perform. You can lip sync the lyrics.
They're not talking about performing.
Don't they get paid for these battles?
I think so.
They're getting paid. Like, what is Andre's problem? It's not like he got to make a new song.
At this point, I kind of gave up hope he's going to drop any music. I just got
used to verses. They can't do that for their fans. Like, fans want to see Outkast back for one night only. Like, if y'all don't get back together and it's just for one night, do that for the fans. It's like they owe it to us anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. It's pending. Pending what? What is the holdup? It can't be Q-Tip when this dumb album you doing with Megan Thee Stallion.
Should they make this shit seem like it's an Amazon Prime?
I can't be at the battle today. I gotta finish and master this album with Megan. Like, really?
I sent it to you, by the way.
I know. I see. I'm like, yo, I'm not listening to that album. That don't even make sense.
Yo, this shit is good. What is this shit called?
Favorite track of Nostradamus. Hey, that's easy. Shoot 'em up.
Project Windows.
Not hard to think about since that wasn't a great album.
To me, it is a great album. To me,
Nostradamus is a great album to you.
It's a great album to me.
Wow.
I don't give a. It's overhated. I don't give a fuck. I will listen to that over the Firm album.
Are you serious? The
Yes,
Firm
I am.
album is
Yes,
better than
I am.
Nostradamus.
I will scream Nostradamus.
Oh my god!
Yes, yes,
Wow,
yes. Expect a review on 9 a.m. and Nostradamus soon.
that is retarded.
I'm gonna dick
I
run.
think Reg loves like the whack albums.
No,
He
no,
said China
no,
Doll. He said
no.
Nostradamus. And you don't like Blueprint too. I thought that would be right in there with.
Hold on. Let me break something down. I'm just not. I follow the beat of my own drum.
I hear you. I feel you.
I don't like just because some people say this album is a good album, this album is a classic. I listen to it for my own self. I don't go off
And
of
y'all gave me smoke when I said I didn't like There's a Dark Side. This
no,
dude said
I didn't give
China
you
Doll is
smoke.
better than the Firm,
I,
and you love Nostradamus.
I said I understand why. I understand why you didn't like it at first.
Mm,
But for Nostradamus, like I follow the beat with my own drum.
mm.
That's why when I listen to China Doll, I pay
I think
attention
Nas did the
to
same thing when that album came out. That's why it wasn't good.
hell. The Mary Jane Girls' first album was a classic. Yeah,
Okay.
I said it. Yeah.
I gotta hear that again. It's been years. I'm thinking Nostradamus right now than Mary Jane Girls, but
Blue and Exile Below the Heavens. That's an overrated album.
you said I like the album. I don't know. I mean,
College
people
Dropout is overrated.
calling that classic. And what year? That was 2002 or no? What
Which
year was
album? Cormega's first album?
that? No, the Blue and Exile.
2007.
Oh, 2007.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the album. I don't know if I'm calling it classic, but
Shit. I got a lot of unpopular music opinions, man. Come on.
Nostradamus is great to you. Wow.
It's a great album.
Wow.
I will listen to that album over.
What's your favorite song on Nostradamus?
I just said Project Windows.
Oh, Project Windows? Oh.
Yeah.
So you don't like the unreleased one?
You mean the unreleased version or the lost tape?
The unreleased version of Project Windows.
It's been a while since I've heard that joint, to keep it above
Right.
you. What else?
P.
Like
Diddy is a terrible rapper. But I don't even know if I could say he was a producer because he took credit for shit he didn't produce. He took credit from the Hitman that shit he didn't produce. So is he really a producer too? Maybe at one point he was. I mean, like you can't be taking credit from what's the name, from Stevie J and the other Hitman and saying they were like you produced this for, you know what I mean? Like I don't understand that.
oh wow, Vivica A. Fox went live on Instagram.
Who's that?
Oh, Vivica A. Fox is a notification.
Oh, his girlfriend?
She ain't my girlfriend. What you talking about?
Not yet. She don't know yet. Wait till he slide up in her DM.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What else?
Yo.
Ooh.
Nostradamus is a great album. Wow.
I got more unpopular opinions. Nirvana.
I don't know what kind of, if we do that review, I don't know how I'm going to rate that because that was not a great album to me.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
Very
Eric.
underrated.
Very
what is so underrated about that album? If he had came out with the double album, it would have been a classic. Those songs on there is totally different from the shit you hear on Lost Tapes. Like Drunk by Myself, if that was on that album, and you got Blazer 50, and you Gotta Love It, that would have been a classic album.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Nostradamus had some bad songs too. Like You Owe Me. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't like that. That should have been for Genuine album though. For 100% Genuine album, that would have been better.
I agree.
Not for Nas.
But at the same time, he was hungry. He was still hungry.
He was hungry.
He was still hungry at that time. Well,
he didn't sound like it.
That was the Escobar era. He was coming off that hunger. Shit. I'm not listening.
So after Nostradamus, he drops QB Finest. You didn't think he was hungry on that one?
Yeah, he was hungry because
he was taking shots at Jay-Z even on that album.
He was taking shots at everybody on that album. To be real with you. But I have to re-listen to QB's Finest. It's been a while since I've heard it, but I'm not really a big fan of that album like that.
You're not a big fan of QB Finest, you're a big fan of Nostradamus?
I mean, I like it, but it's not a go-to listen. Let me say that.
What?
Yeah.
What? You're not a fan of that album, but you're a fan of Nostradamus. He got better songs on QB Finest than Nostradamus.
Not the damn Uchiwali
Not
song.
Uchiwa. No, he wasn't on it. That's the original version is just the Braveheart. The remix is with Nas, but they ain't got the remix on the album.
And see,
Come
that's
on,
the
Africa.
thing. The
He
Braveheart.
did what is it? Street niggas. Forgot the name of that joint. Don't let me pull out that album and I have to look at the track list. You know what I'm saying? Because I need to find out why you think Nostradamus is better than QB Finest. What's the joint? Street Glory with some dude named Pop. But that joint was fire, right? Then you got Find Your Wealth. I believe Find Your Wealth was during the I Am and Nostradamus sessions, and he put it on this album. What else? What else he was on? The Bridge 2001. Kill that joint. And he went after Jay-Z on that. You don't like this album, but you like Nostradamus. And I got Nostradamus too on vinyl. I'm not pulling that out because that's a disappointing album.
Oh, you got Nostradamus on vinyl?
I got Nostradamus on vinyl, yeah. It's on vinyl.
Wow, that's the collective.
QB Finest. This is a great album. You don't like this album, but you like Nostradamus. Bro, every song on this album is fire, yo. The Havoc joint with Roxanne Shante. You got Alchemist on this album. He ain't even from Queensbridge, and he on this album.
That was the first time him and Nas worked together too, if I'm not mistaken.
You got who else? Capone Noriega, Nature, Cormega, Prodigy, the Prodigy freestyle, yo. Come on. Y'all hear what he's saying? QB Finest is not a great album, but you love Nostradamus. Wow. You're gonna have to discuss those albums, man, because I don't know. I don't think Nostradamus is fucking with this shit.
I'm gonna stay on for like 5 more minutes and shit like that. Homegirl didn't hit me back up yet. So I'm just gonna for all my music heads on the chat, what do y'all think of Jerry Lee Lewis? Cause I was trying to put Try On or some shit last night because I was doing my YouTube watching like 4 o'clock in the morning, like any normal person would do and stuff. And you know, I was watching VH1. Shout out to this one YouTuber. He pretty much just uploaded his own one VH1 countdown I've been looking for years. And there's a one clip of Jerry Lee Lewis on this fucking piano and shit like that. And motherfucker was saying how he was a better live performer than Elvis, which I kind of agree with shit. But Loki, I know the history about how he married his 13-year-old cousin or some shit.
That's crazy.
But see,
he ain't locked up for?
No, because he was white and it was in the 50s, so he got off lucky.
That's crazy.
And his career stalled for a little bit, but he came back up. Meanwhile, R. Kelly is in jail and shit. No. I'm sorry, but I have to say this. What brings a man to just fawn for a little child? I don't know. I don't understand pedophilia.
You like Nostradamus. You like this album. You like this album.
Yeah.
You like this album? This?
Yes.
What songs on here is fucking with QB Fine? Let me see. Some of us have angels. I don't like that song. Come Get Me. That's a female track. I love that. Shoot 'em Up. I love that. The Family joint with Mobb Deep. I like that. The Nostradamus soundtrack. There's about 4 or 5 songs I like. Everything else I don't care for.
Big Girl was okay.
Big Girl was okay. That's the joint where you like, you're a big girl now. Yo, he was singing that shit on that MTV Diary show when he used to have that Diary show.
Yeah.
And they did that episode from when he was like on his tour bus singing that shit.
You're a big girl.
I'm sorry, this is not a great album, folks, and I have it. That's the dedication I have for Nas because I'm still buying his trashy shit. We're just like whatever.
I love Jimi Hendrix, man. Jimi Hendrix is the greatest guitarist that ever lived.
Yes. What about Prince?
Oh, definitely Prince. Prince is definitely top 10. But to me, I've seen a lot of people like paying attention more to his guitar work now that he died and stuff like that too. So
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
me,
they're making they're making what do you call it? Like replicas of his guitars and selling it on his website.
which is kind of
Yeah.
that's kind of creepy, but okay.
Like if you want the same white guitar that Apollonia bought Prince in Purple Rain, you can have it for like $800.
Yeah, save up for $800. Yeah,
Yeah. You know?
yeah. Work. See, that's the thing about this generation. Y'all don't want to work hard for shit. Y'all just expect shit to fall on your dick and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like people expect shit to fall on their dick or pussy, and then motherfuckers to eat that shit like it's cookies and cream. Like, come on, man. Nah. I'm telling the truth.
Wow.
Like that's the thing about this hip hop genre. That's why I can't listen to all this C girls and all this Doja Cats because I'm not gonna eat your ass. I'm never gonna eat a female's ass and shit. Like I don't care what Gabrielle
Okay.
Union says. How men can eat females' ass? No, the hell they should not.
Okay.
You said what?
I didn't know you was taking it there.
Oh shit! And we were talking about Prince replicated guitars.
Oh man.
See, this girl just texted me, and I quote: "If I get a room this weekend, can I sit on your face?"
Wow.
I mean, I'm not going to eat your ass if that's what you're thinking. Like, see, ironically, I think God is trying to tell me something. God is trying to tell me something. Shit. Oh, yo, Rayshawn is asking, what's your opinion on Beyonce's Lemonade album?
What's my favorite track on Lemonade?
Your opinion?
My opinion?
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool. I'm not huge on Beyonce like that. Like I love her first album, but I'm not big on like her other albums. Like I mean, Lemonade, I heard it was cool, you know.
Mm.
You have to ask Reg how he felt. He's more into Beyonce than I am.
Oh yeah. Lemonade is pretty hot though. You know, it's pretty much, believe it or not, this might be controversial. That's my favorite album from her.
Nostradamus is solid. I've never heard nobody say it.
Who said that? Who said that?
Eric said Nostradamus is solid. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, Nostradamus, y'all niggas caught up with the singles and stuff like that, you know?
Wow.
See, now this bitch is tripping.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, Q, I heard him story. Yeah, he Priscilla was 14 when they started dating and shit, so.
Fuck Elvis.
But at the same time, see, it was okay at that time. It didn't really become like really serious until like the 70s, maybe 80s and shit like that. That's why Elvis and Jerry Lee Lewis, they were like getting all out of them teenage girls wet and shit. Don't be cool my ass. Like, are you lonesome tonight? Elvis had a song called Kissing Cousins. You ever heard that track?
Nah, Kissing Cousins?
You want to hear
Who
it?
made that?
Elvis.
Oh God. Was it about like real cousins he was kissing or what?
No, he had a movie called Kissing Cousins.
Oh, he had a movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
You want to hear it?
No.
Because I was on YouTube and they had this like lyrics that we just let slide, and they had Elvis, and all of a sudden they're talking about she was only my customer, we were just distant, and then the nigga was like, so this is who y'all hold to high regard. This is y'all king.
Wow.
But don't get me wrong.
So
On a serious note, niggas be forgetting Elvis definitely did a lot of things for like the civil rights movement around that time too.
Right.
He donated money to like Martin Luther King and shit too. So niggas don't even talk about that.
Stillmatic. Yes, Stillmatic. That's a classic.
Oh, that is a classic. Let me ask y'all this: Stillmatic or the Blueprint?
Blueprint.
You said Blueprint?
I love both, but Blueprint. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with the Blueprint.
He was focused, bro. Jay just sounded focused on that. He just sounded like, yo, like I'm about to kill this album. You know what I mean?
Sure, like Jay just recorded Blueprint. Like he recorded that shit in like 3 days or some shit.
Yeah. He
And I was
just
like,
you
oh,
could tell he just sounded like he was in the pocket on that one. He just focused on that.
see, that's what I want to do. I want to like do a fucking project or record
Mhm.
like a day or two or some shit,
Right.
and just sound be cocky with it, like.
Yeah.
And see, this is why the Blueprint 2, like it was just the album it was, because like I said, if he was just the curse,
Mhm.
it would have been a better album. It would have been like it would have
Yeah,
been
I
cool.
like the first disc more, but
I still can't believe that.
I think it had better songs on the first one. So you
But
know, hey Drake had Scorpion. He had better songs on the first disc to me.
so we talking about Scorpion. Like, I've never really heard Scorpion. I mean, I heard Scorpion, but
The
I
Primo
got,
joint is on the first disc. The
I
second
got
disc is
bored. Yeah,
more
I
like
got bored with the
R&B.
second disc too.
Huh?
I got bored with the second
Yeah,
disc.
but it was like more R&B on the second one.
But the joint with Jay-Z,
Mm,
that was tough. That joint with Jay-Z
that
was
was cool.
tough.
Yeah, that was good.
The one Primo produced for him was pretty hot too.
A lot of people didn't like that one. They felt like it could have been better.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the best shit he produced, but
I
at the
don't
same
know what they were expecting to get. What you thought he was gonna give him like a Gangstar beat? No, he
right.
can't float a no Gangstar beat. Like some Code of the Street shit. He wasn't getting that. You
Nigga,
know,
niggas need to see the forest beyond the trees sometimes. So like I said,
Primo knew exactly what to give him. He gave him something easy to deal with. He ain't giving him no shit that Google would have spit it on. You know, crazy.
all right. Let me answer a few more questions here. Um, Eric said these bitches are nasty.
Crazy.
Favorite song from Jay-Z Blueprint. Ooh, Heart of the City for me.
Never change.
Yeah, that was a nice usage of the David Ruffin sample. So
Yes.
I, even though it wasn't on the album, the You Don't Know remix with MOP is tough.
Yeah, that was on the second joint.
Yeah,
That joint was dope.
favorite album from Jimi Hendrix. Ooh. See, I always change my answer, but I might have to go with Access Bold as Love. His songwriting got is so unique around that period.
Jimmy's a legend.
For real. Jimmy was just a wizard, man. He was that nigga was not even human. I don't give a fuck. He was not even human.
Heart of the City, yeah. That was dope.
One of my all-time favorite guitarists too that no one talks about, Johnny Guitar Watson.
Yeah, he was good.
Oh yeah. Like yeah, he was much more than a Superman lover.
Yeah.
I want to tie you, baby. Ooh. See, Redman, he sampled him a lot in this
Yeah.
track. He sampled him a lot,
Superman lover.
for real. Low-key, I was kind of influenced by a lot of his fashion choices, like when he be wearing them suits and the fedoras, and there's the smoothness in his voice, the way he be talking.
Right.
See, Unsung should do an episode on him.
They should.
They should really do an episode. If I see Unsung season, they don't do no episode on him. Nah, I'm gonna. But this last season was actually pretty good though. But because I want to know more about Johnny Guitar Watson.
I think the whole world does.
You know what?
I think the whole world wants to know about him.
Right. I don't give a fuck about Ray J. Okay. Anyway, I'm about to actually finish it up. and I'm definitely gonna hit you up later and stuff like that because I'm under time constraint on StreamYard. I'm
Yes,
forgetting about that crap.
no doubt.
Yeah, but other than that, this was a very dope review, dope chat, dope rants. Fat Joe's Wants Envy, definitely a solid classic album for all my DITC fans. This is a must have in your collection. Other than that, thank y'all so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a very safe Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Um, I know that Thanksgiving is not going to be what a lot of people are used to this year and whatnot, but at the same time, hopefully you guys are being safe. And if you guys plan on going out Black Friday and whatnot, if you guys plan on sleeping outside and whatnot, just be safe
Yeah.
because that PS5 really is not worth it. Like most of the time, it's gonna fuck up
Hmm.
within a couple weeks. So that's why you should just wait a while before you get the PS. Yeah, I'm also gonna go out of town on Friday just to clear my head and shit anyway. So other than that, Eric, as far as CD collections go, I might do one early next year because I know I might plan on buying some around Christmas time, but I might try to do another CD recap tonight though. But I'll let you guys know.
Oh,
So stay tuned for more stuff. Peace.
peace.